Welcome to World in Depth. Today, we're kicking off a new series called Top 10. In each episode, we'll dive into 10 of the most extraordinary, mysterious, and fascinating stories from around the world. From unexplained disappearances to paranormal phenomena and legends that have intrigued humanity for centuries, you're in for a journey full of puzzles that remain unsolved to this day. Are you ready? Let's begin.
The mysterious disappearance of an entire village at Lake Anjikuni.
In 1930, a reporter from the Pass newspaper reported that a small Inuit village located by Lake Anjikuni had disappeared. On January 10, 1930, a trapper named Joe Labelle visited the village and found it abandoned. However, the traces he found indicated that the villagers had vanished suddenly. He discovered frozen food over a fire, unfinished shirts with needles still in them, hunting weapons, and 7 dead dogs. All the graves of the tribe's ancestors had been dug up, and the bodies were missing. The mysterious disappearance was reported to the local police. Search efforts to find the missing villagers were unsuccessful. Some sources claim that the village had about 2,000 inhabitants.
The Bridgewater Triangle in Massachusetts.
The Bridgewater Triangle, covering roughly 500 square kilometers in southeastern Massachusetts, is one of the most notorious paranormal hotspots in the United States. Dubbed by cryptozoologist Loren Coleman in the 1970s, this area is famous for a variety of unexplained phenomena. The triangle is known for frequent UFO sightings, with reports of strange lights and mysterious flying objects dating back to the early 20th century. In addition to UFO activity, the region has been the site of numerous accounts of unusual animal mutations, featuring creatures that defy natural explanation. Perhaps the most famous legend linked to the Bridgewater Triangle is that of Bigfoot. Over the years, many have reported sightings of a large ape-like creature roaming the forests and swamps, but definitive proof remains elusive. The area is also rich in history, with stories of Native American curses, haunted sites, and mysterious disappearances further adding to its mystique. The Bridgewater Triangle continues to intrigue both paranormal enthusiasts and skeptics alike, keeping its secrets well guarded within its dense woods and murky swamps.
The crash of Northwest Orient Airlines, Flight 2501 in Lake Michigan.
This event occurred on June 23, 1950. A Douglas DC-4 aircraft, belonging to Northwest Orient Airlines and flying from New York to Minneapolis, crashed into Lake Michigan. All 58 people on board died. Flight 2501 to Minneapolis began at 7:31 p.m. At 9:49 p.m., the plane was over Cleveland, maintaining an altitude of 4,000 feet. At 10:29 p.m., it was instructed to descend to 3,500 feet. When the plane was over Lake Michigan, it encountered turbulence. Suddenly, at 11:25 p.m., the aircraft disappeared from radar. Neither the wreckage of the plane nor the exact cause of the crash has ever been found.
Point Pleasant and the Moth Man Prophecies.
This is a town in Mason County, West Virginia. In 2000, it had a population of over 4,000. The town is most famous for the Silver Bridge disaster in 1967, which killed 46 people. A legend is associated with this event, claiming that a creature known as the Moth Man was seen in the area in the weeks leading up to the disaster. The creature is said to have predicted the catastrophe. A book and a movie titled The Moth Man Prophecies were later made based on this legend.
The Legend of the Lost Mine in the Superstition Mountains.
A legend suggests that in the Superstition Mountains, there is a lost German gold mine. According to the legend, a German immigrant named Jacob Waltz discovered a rich gold deposit in the Superstition area. On his deathbed in 1891, he revealed its location to Julia Thomas, the owner of a boarding house who had cared for him in his last years. Over the years, many attempts have been made to locate the mine, but none have been successful. Several deaths among treasure hunters have led to popular belief that the mine is haunted or guarded by mysterious keepers who wish to keep its location secret.
The Devil's Sea, also known as the Dragon's Triangle.
Also known as the Dragon's Triangle, This area is located in the Pacific, about 100 kilometers south of Tokyo. For many years, suspicious disappearances of ships and planes have been reported in this region. It is said that the Japanese authorities officially declared the area dangerous after sending warships to investigate the anomalies. Of course, the ships never returned. Some researchers believe the disappearances are linked to underwater volcanoes in the area, which emit large gas bubbles that explode when they reach the surface.
Skinwalker Ranch.
For over 50 years, this region has witnessed strange activity related to an undefined anomaly. This anomaly causes unexplained pillars of light, unusual noises, and a disturbing number of dead animals. Several people in the area have also encountered strange, large, and aggressive wolves, which attack without apparent reason. A while ago, an American scientific agency conducted research in this location, but the results have not yet been released.
The South Atlantic Anomaly.
This anomaly has a significant impact on artificial satellites and spacecraft orbiting Earth at an altitude of several hundred kilometers. The anomaly is caused by mysterious radiation. Even the International Space Station required additional shielding due to this mysterious radiation. The high level of radiation allows the Hubble Space Telescope to collect data in this region. Interestingly, the radiation has been scientifically proven and directly affects research instruments in the area. However, no one knows what causes this radiation.
The Overtown Bridge in Scotland.
This is a bridge where a disturbing number of dogs have committed suicide over the years. Some say that Overtown is a haunted place, and that dogs, who according to folklore can see more than humans, might be fleeing in panic from a spirit or chasing someone. Psychologists suggest that dogs might sense their owner's bad mood, causing nervous behavior and uncontrolled reactions. Since the 1950s, over 50 dogs have died on the bridge, according to official source.
The Dyatlov Pass Incident.
This event likely occurred during the night of February 1st to 2, 1959, on the eastern slope of the so-called Dead Mountain in the northern Ural region. 9 members of a student expedition to the Ural Mountains died under circumstances that remain unexplained to this day. Many theories and conspiracy theories have arisen around the Dyatlov Pass tragedy. Family members of the victims established a special foundation to uncover the truth about the tragic events of February 2nd, 1959. So far, the chronology of events has been approximately established. In the early morning hours of February 2nd, the group suddenly and hurriedly left their tent. Instead of untying it, they cut its side open. Some of the students, dressed in varying degrees of completeness, headed toward a large pine tree about 1.5 kilometers from the tent, on the edge of the forest, slightly below the tent's elevation. They stayed there for about 2 hours, lighting a fire. The fully dressed hikers lent some clothing to the less dressed ones. Broken branches indicated that the students climbed the pine, possibly to see what was happening with the abandoned tent. When 2 of the participants died from exposure, 3 others attempted to return to the tent. All 3 froze to death on the way. The remaining members, after taking necessary clothing from the deceased, decided to hide deeper in the forest. While wandering in the dark, they fell into a ravine and died. It was never determined why the group of experienced hikers, who had previously traveled in similar conditions, suddenly left the tent, and why, for approximately 2 hours, they did not dare to return to it. Several hypotheses have emerged regarding this incident, such as a Masonic attack, an avalanche, an alien attack, or military exercises taking place near the site, during which the Army was experimenting with radioactive materials. That wraps up this episode of Top 10 on World in Depth. We hope these intriguing stories sparked your curiosity and left you pondering the mysteries that surround us. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel for more deep dives into the world's most fascinating and unexplained phenomena. Remember, The world is full of mysteries waiting to be uncovered, and we'll be here to explore them with you. Until next time, stay curious and keep questioning the world around you.